let's go.
Off the pages, people. You know what you just tuned into. You tuned into the Mount Rushmore series of Off the Pages. Today we're going to be talking about Mount Rushmore of comic book movies. You know who that is? That's Ant-Man. I'm Daniel. You tuned into the right channel. Let's talk about this. All right. This is strictly an opinion thing. We didn't do no survey. We didn't take no poll.
This is our Mount Rushmore.
This is just what we believe is going on.
Our personal Mount Rushmore.
Our personal Mount Rushmore of comic book.
He's going to hate every one of my picks.
I do not. Okay. This man, he is his own person. He's his own individual. He doesn't follow the pack. You will always need somebody like that in your life. Okay.
No, you don't.
So
we lead you down a dark, dangerous path.
No. You don't necessarily have say you need them in your life. I didn't say you have to follow them. Okay. There's a big difference.
They're so charismatic, they can lead you down the wrong path.
There's a difference, my guy. Okay. You always need. It's
like dating your first bad Instagram model. Like as she's taking you down the wrong path, like you know it's wrong. But look at her. I gotta follow.
Why you gotta say? But you are what? Your first pretty girl that your first 8, 9, 10. Okay, you say Instagram model. My God, this new generation. Jesus Christ.
What is same generation?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Talking like you're 20-something. Will you take your first Instagram model? Let me get it.
That Instagram model?
No.
No.
What are you talking? I don't know why that threw me off and everything. That's what it is, man. Okay, never mind. Well, I'm all the way off topic. You just threw me off with that one. Mount Rushmore movies and everything. Who's going first? You or me?
You go first. I can't stop laughing.
Yeah, get it together and everything.
Woo,
Jesus Christ. And mine are always in no particular order, but
such a pump.
You don't need
put them in order.
You don't need an order. You just need them up there and everything.
No,
okay?
This is in order.
It's not an order list. This is a Mount Rushmore. What are you talking about? But first one is we're going to go with Avengers: Infinity War because
that's a good one. That's a good one. Clap it up, everybody.
Avengers: Infinity War. The balance of storytelling, action, pacing, and camera time for each character with the amount of characters they had was done amazingly. Like, that was one well thought out, well shot story. With that many different storylines happening at once in a 2-hour span was the most amazing thing that you could ever.
It was more than 2 hours, my guy.
Exactly. It didn't even feel like it. I felt like 2 hours. That's all I felt. I felt 2 hours. I was in there and I was like, "That's it. I got room for more." And then
that's because they killed your favorite character.
And then the ending.
You didn't want to believe it.
And then the ending and the amount of surprises. Nobody saw all of those surprises that happened in that movie happening. Okay, that's how great of a movie that was and everything. It was like, oh.
Like when the Red Skull popped up.
The villain actually won. The cameo of Red Skull. Like, what are we doing out here? What is happening? Wait a second. Are we really killing? That character? Oh, wait. They're dead? Oh, shoot. Wait. Why are all these people going into dust? Wait. So many surprises, so many great moments. So much villain winning moments. It was just like, what are we doing here? Avengers: Infinity War. I don't need to explain anymore. And number 2. Do I even have? Where are my notes at? I gotta find the rest of my notes for this one because I don't even know what I did for the rest of my notes and everything. Number 2, the obvious choice, the most needed choice. Everybody needs to watch this movie at least 2 times in their life. Black Panther. Oh my goodness. Black Panther, of course it's on the Mount Rushmore. Of course it's on the Mount. It was just not the first one I decided to talk about. But it is going to be talked about. It was a cultural phenomenon, musical phenomenon, acting phenomenon. It was just an all-engulfing thrill of a movie to watch. The pacing was amazing. The acting was amazing. There's a reason it got nominated like it got nominated. The characters did what the characters...
You about to say the characters did what
casting,
the characters did?
The casting for each character was perfect. The acting was perfect. The clothing and everything, the scenery, the clothes, everything about this movie was awesome. The action scenes were amazing up in this movie. Special effects were there. It was a great movie. The story from beginning to end, why they were here, the villain. This is one of the top tier movie villains ever. The lines that were given in this movie were some of the best lines and most memorable lines ever. Everything about this movie deserves to be on everybody's Mount Rushmore. It's on mine, Black Panther. Now, here's where it gets, my number 3, here's where it gets a little bit different and everything. People might look at me sideways and everything else, but I'm going to keep it simple for you guys. Dark Knight. What are we talking about here?
Wait, why would somebody look at you sideways for The Dark Knight?
Hey. People feel as though the amount of interpretations of Batman that's out there, people have their opinions and everything.
Yeah, but everybody recognizes, you know what, this your...
Do they? Do they? Is he on your list?
Is that movie specifically on my list?
Yes.
I don't have any Batman movie on my
Exactly. That's why I'm saying. So so exactly.
Yeah,
people
but that's not a
look at
controversial pick.
It is. If it's not on your list, it's a controversy pick. Then.
That's not true because my list is nothing but controversy. So.
Yeah. This guy right here. Like
Yeah, I'm the wrong guy to talk about that one.
So then you already should know there's controversy and everything. You already know.
That's not a controversy. No,
It is. It's not even on your list. You're not even considering it.
I did consider it.
For how long? For 1 minute?
You said how long? All of a sudden you said,
Dark Knight.
Consider it? I considered it.
Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan's film, one of the most recognized Batman interpretations, the excellence of it, one of the most best Joker interpretations of a Joker character. Like the way that movie was, I'm not going deep into it. I don't need to go into it. It was a great movie, great Batman interpretation.
Well, that's
see, here we go. There it is.
That part is a lie.
That from beginning to end, this movie was great. Okay, Dark Knight on my Mount Rushmore. I'm not even going to go into any more details. The cinematography of it alone was just amazing. The filming, how it was filmed and everything. Just an excellent movie. Excellent movie all around. Now, this one definitely is more controversial.
You'll see.
I should say about that one. Iron Man. The movie that started the whole MCU. If this movie wasn't successful, this movie had some of the best pacing ever. This movie had a character that Robert Downey did Iron Man so good nobody else could see anybody else playing Robert Downey. This revitalized this man's acting career. This man right here has redefined what it's like to be a hero and how much of it looks realistically and how more believable a hero could be in the real world and stuff. Because, back when people in the 90s and stuff, when they did superhero movies, people were like, oh, that's not believable. None of that. That doesn't even look realistic and everything. But because of how Iron Man did it and how great of a movie that was, people were like, yo, I think I could see superheroes in real life. I think this is amazing. Like, this dude is... Like, I believe this is how people would act in real life if they were a billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, all that.
There are all people who do that who don't act like that. I don't know who are all those things that don't do that.
No, only Tony Stark, only Robert Downey Jr.
And I'm just saying,
you can't. Iron Man.
Okay.
His movie was the linchpin that created the MCU. And what it is today. If it wasn't for the greatness of this movie, there would be no MCU. If this movie failed and the acting was bad, which it wasn't, it was great acting, great character portrayals. Even Samuel L. Jackson in his little pop-up was even
The
great.
post-credit scene?
Yeah.
You could have just said that.
He popped up. He did. He popped up out of nowhere at the end.
Popped up at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't see you talking about that all the way.
We're talking about movies right now, sir. Focus. Focus. Mount Rushmore movies. This movie was greatness right there. And it created a whole MCU.
Popped up at Age of Ultron. You don't even talk about Age of Ultron.
Only got 4 picks.
You would have took out the Dark Knight.
No. Couldn't have.
Would have took out the Black Panther.
Never in your life. That's my 4 for the Mount Rushmore of comic book movies. What's yours? Here we go, people. We're not getting a drum roll, but we are about to get a
number 1.
About to get a concert.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990.
Woo!
The greatest comic book movie of all time. This is my all-time favorite. I'm sorry. And this is in order. That's not wrong. Watch your mouth. Watch your dirty little mouth.
I said strong. I said strong. I didn't say it's wrong. I said strong.
This is literally my favorite movie of all time. It's going to be on the Mount Rushmore point blank period. It's the perfect blend of what the original comic was and the original cartoon was. A perfect blend. If you go read the original comic, the same story beats they hit on. Shredder killing Master Splinter's owner. Master Splinter getting the Turtles, growing up, teaching them. They get into a tussle, you know what I'm saying? Then they leave, go off into the farm, come back, get more into a tussle. All of those things. It set the tone for the 90s. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set the entire tone for the 90s. And let me explain this why. Everybody who watches that movie like, man, this is a perfect interpretation of what the 90s used to be. The movie came out in 1990. Is that not setting the tone? I don't know what is. Kids are eating pizza, taking karate because of the Ninja Turtles. There were all these, remember all these old cartoons like Biker Mice from Mars, Street Sharks, and all of those animal cartoons that had anamorphic characters, all because of the Ninja Turtles. Ooh. That all started from them. Ooh. And this movie was got popular. This movie set the Ninja Turtles from, this is a really good cartoon, to we're the most recognizable heroes of all time that's not in DC or Marvel, point blank period. That's what this movie did. Small budget turned into big profit. That's what this movie was. The action scenes in this movie, it wasn't no quick cuts, none of that. I see some feet moving here and there, action. This was people in suits, this is before all that CGI stuff, in suits doing the flips. In suit, hand-to-hand combat. In the suits, camera right here, not moving, they fight. That's what that was. And then this ooh-wah-wah movie magic when he's swirling around the camera, it's just swinging around him, you don't really see nothing, but you think, you're like, I think I saw a lot. You know, you really didn't. I'm looking at you, Transformers movie. I barely saw any of a fight. I just see a bunch of machine feet going back and forth. Last thing, and I got this point, I want to give a special shout out to a podcast. You need to go check them out. Feels from the Phantom Zone. This movie was about fatherhood. The core of this movie is about fatherhood. You have your real father. You go down that dark path where every kid wants to be a rebel against their parents and all that. Then they go do some dumb stuff, and then now you got some street dude taking all the kids like, I'm your real family, just leading you down a dark path. And then your father, who's there with you all the time through the dark, and then pulls you out and embraces you still. Fatherhood. That's number 1.
Okay.
Y'all ready for number 2?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Number 2 comic book movie of all time for me, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Of course.
Here we go, baby.
Here we go.
The jokes, amazing. The action, amazing. The story, amazing. The music, amazing. The video game references are peak level. And the camera work, nothing but flat out brilliant. Quick cuts that lead to something else. The transitions of that. No. I said quick cuts in action with Ninja Turtles. Quick cuts going from scene to scene. Like how you're turning the camera, and as you're turning, you're moving to a whole different scene with the same people in the same place. Okay. That's phenomenal right there.
That's all they did that movie.
And it was amazing. And it kept the pacing of the movie fine. Because you were going through days, but it didn't feel like it was dragging too long. Mm-hmm. And I know you love that pacing.
Oh, yeah.
I know you love that pacing.
Gotta have pacing, man. No dull moments, baby. Let's go.
Bro, every action scene. See, here's the thing with a lot of comic book movies, a lot of action movies, but more specifically comic book movies. That middle action scene is usually the best one. The final fight scene, you gotta slow it down and spread it out because people gotta talk. They gotta resolve the solution as they're fighting and all that.
Yeah.
Now it's Scott Pilgrim versus the World. From boyfriend X number 1 to number 7. Yeah, it was toe to toe. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Lots of fights.
Oh my gosh. Such a brilliant.
Lots of action, I should say.
Lots of action, lots of jokes, and you still had character development. Like you see Scott Pilgrim growing up in real time, learning that he's really a bad guy, and he's trying to do the right thing. Had it all. You just had to watch it and enjoy it. The colors are amazing.
Yeah, you guys gotta watch it.
You have to watch it immediately. Come find me. We can watch it together. Cause I do a rewatch. And actually, every one of these movies that's on my list, at least once every 2 months minimum. That's how they make the list.
True fan.
Number 3.
Here we go.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Oh, controversial.
They're not gonna like what I'm about to say. The greatest MCU movie of all time. Point blank. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. This movie, the Captain America: Winter Soldier, saved the MCU from going down a hill when everybody thought it hit its peak after the Avengers. The same way the MCU is on a downtrend right now, they was on their way to that till Captain America came. The Winter Soldier came and saved the day.
Captain America.
You remember the 2 movies that came out after Avengers? It was Iron Man 3, not good.
Okay.
Thor: The Dark World, not good.
Okay, yeah.
They were like, oh. And remember, they was only doing 2 movies a year.
Okay.
So the next year, you were like, all right, it's going down here. Boom, you got saved with Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, okay. Fan-wise, yes, true. It didn't make the money they wanted it, but it definitely...
It turned the corner for them.
It made the fans happy, though. It is a fan favorite.
All right, here we go. The ground level action choreography in this movie was fantastic. We're not talking about those big spectacle and air fight scenes and powers and shooting. We're talking about on the ground level, hand-to-hand combat. You see me, I see you, knife, shield, go. Boom, 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 boom. That's what we're talking about, baby.
Yeah,
They were in a gunfight and still getting hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, it was quick
cuts in the hands. It wasn't no quick cuts either.
It was a couple quick cuts.
It was a couple, but you saw a lot of that fight. Matter of fact, it started out with him on a boat, and he just kicked the dude straight off the joint. Man, he hit leg day hard. He came in the joint, boom.
Yeah, he killed people.
And people got to die all the time. What you want me to do? You chose that life. What do you want me to do? All right. Impact on the MCU. Now, I didn't make this argument clear a few videos ago, so I'm going to do it here. Captain America is, outside of Iron Man, is the most impactful movie in the MCU. Captain America: Winter Soldier is the most impactful movie outside of Iron Man in the entire MCU. Point blank, period. No question. And I'm going to tell you why.
I like that.
The fact that...
I don't know, but go ahead.
First thing first.
Talk to the people.
Captain America led, and the Winter Soldier led to the destruction of S.H.I.E.L.D. So the whole MCU and everybody in that universe had to deal with S.H.I.E.L.D. no longer being there. Which also led into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which led into Civil War, and you know how that led to everything else. That all started from Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Number 2, it gave us the Russo brothers. And we know what the Russo brothers have done. Civil War, Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, and they coming back from Doomsday War and Secret Wars. They did that.
They did that.
So if that don't impact the MCU, I don't know what does.
Endgame.
And finally and foremost,
Infinity War.
The character development, and you see people really starting to trust each other and learning about these people. It stems from the MCU. But Steve Rogers and Natasha Romanoff had to go through that whole trial and tribulation and found their way closer to each other because he didn't trust anybody, but she earned that trust by being herself, but staying loyal. That was right there. All that character development. Captain America finding out about Bucky and like, look, I know what I have to do. Finding out the Winter Soldier was Bucky and still doing what he had to do and still saved his friend. Then Bucky kind of remembering and pulling Captain America out of the water, leaving it. And that sparked his friendship, and I feel like it's an undying bond. between Sam Wilson and Captain America, which led to Sam Wilson being what? Captain
America.
Impact, my guy.
Yeah, that's some good points. I like how you put all that together and everything. I see you connecting the dots.
When I do homework, I can do it. Number 4.
Here we go.
It's the one that's gonna piss Dan off, but hey, it is
No,
what it
it's
is.
not. Daniel.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Daniel has lots of anger at him now. Daniel has lots of anger at him now. Okay.
Zack Snyder's Justice League is
not pissed off, but lots of anger. Okay,
it's a 4-hour masterpiece. You see everything you need to see, and
they say all the wrong words.
The growth. I just want to, for a point of view, and I'm just gonna point out a few things why it's so much better than the first one, and why it's making a list.
I will not interrupt you.
The growth you see from each individual character is immense. All right, you see, not only do you see growth from the actual like the heroes like Cyborg and all that, but the growth that Cyborg's dad, you see from Cyborg's dad being consumed by his work to being like, I lost my wife and I will not lose my son, dedicating this whole thing to bringing his son back, trying to be in the sunlight and reestablish him in the world even though it's different. But you see Wonder Woman go through. Well, it's not really actually that much. It's kind of more of the mouthpiece, so that's wrong. I'm sorry. But you see with the Flash and his dad's locked up. Flash is trying to take all these extra classes and taking all these extra jobs so he can go to school to get his dad out. And his dad like, forget about me, go live your life, be the best you can. And then that turned around at the end when the Flash had to run back in time, saving the world. And as he's doing it, he's saying, Dad, just let you know, you raised one of the greats, something like that, and brought it back. That was an amazing scene. The visuals of this are far superior than almost any visual I've ever seen in comic book movies. Alone, just putting right clear. The action scenes were actually, and let me tell you, I just want to point this out. Because the action scenes were long and the movie was longer, and you got to spread out some of the stuff and really expound upon what the character was doing, made the action scenes have more weight. Yeah, I said it. I thought I was going to hit with that one. He said no, but I thought I had it with that one. But it added more weight to the scenes. Like, I have breaking down the Wonder Woman scene when she's saving the kids. If you do a side-by-side comparison, and you go on YouTube, there's like videos about this all around across the internet. You see it, you can understand why, like, stretching this part of the scene out. Look quick here, right there, quick there. Makes it more relatable and adds more levity to what's happening in the movie. Zack Snyder's Justice League for me. Just a 4-hour masterpiece. Just phenomenal.
It's quite the list.
Yeah.
Justice League.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Be for the record, people, not Justice League, not the theatrical release.
Trash. The theatrical trash. We're talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Hey, my man. I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
Justice League. This is what he wanted to pick. That's his Mount Rushmore, people. The comments section are open, yo. Let us know how you feel about each of our lists. What's your Mount Rushmore?
I can see you shaking your head, though, as you're talking.
Hey, you want Justice League. Me personally, there's just slight changes between the theatrical release.
No, I can tell you what. Another
and the HBO release. You know,
the reason why Steppenwolf was taking over the world was it's way different and makes way more sense in Zack Snyder's Justice League than Joss Whedon when he just showed up and said the mother box called me. What?
Hey, nonetheless.
What do you mean, nonetheless? Mother, I hear you. What are you talking about?
All I know.
Parademons, they can smell fear. I gotta hold you over the balcony so then I can catch one and not get any information because movie. Stupid shit is that.
You are not okay with the theatrical release of
no self-respected fan is. I only think Josh Whedon's mother likes that movie.
The real people know that it's not really his movie and everything. We all know the story.
We don't know. That's not Zack Snyder's movie. Yeah. We know the story.
We all know it's not Zack Snyder's movie or Joss Whedon's movie.
No. Yeah. Zack Snyder's Justice League is Zack Snyder's movie. That Josh Whedon was him taking it from Zack Snyder with the help of some other. I'm not going. What's up?
Okay.
He was done wrong. Zack Snyder was done real wrong. Used the suicide of his daughter to move him out the movie.
All I'm saying is the movie
Fuck you, Jeff
was
Johns.
long.
So what? So what? People sit down and binge TV shows all the time.
Touche. Good point. Excellent point. They don't do it in theaters though. But
You know, it was not in theaters. It was at home.
It wasn't.
So what else you got?
It wasn't going to make theaters. There's a reason it didn't make theaters.
If you want to say, can you have chopped it down from 4 hours to 3.5 or 3? I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. If that's your case, that you could have chopped it down. That's fine. Whatever you want to say, you could have chopped it down 3:15, 3.5. I'm not gonna say that's wrong. But since you wasn't gonna be in the movie theaters, let me have all of it.
Yeah, you got all of it. You enjoyed it.
A lot of people did.
Rotten
Tomatoes is surpassed everything Josh Whedon did with Justice League. I can point it out to you if you want to see it.
No, I don't need to.
Because I can type pretty fast.
That's our list of Mount Rushmore of comic book movies. You guys let us know in the comments section. Do you like whose list do you like, dislike, or you're just like, hey?
Or make your own list.
And then definitely give us your list.
Make it good.
Make a list. Until next time, we're out of here, people. We'll see you on the next video. We out.